Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wishes for every single person the best and the goodness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't wish for people evil, rather He wishes for them good. But it's the choices that people make on their own that ends up leading them to hellfire, that ends up leading them a direction that they don't please. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, listen, وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ. They're still within this world. They have room and time to make choices that will lead to their betterment in the hereafter. When the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are recited upon them. وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا. Now the word إِذَا, it has within this connotation of hoping for it to occur. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes for the occurrence of the recitation of the ayat upon these people, all people across the world. And that's why He sent messengers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent in every single nation a messenger. وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا. Every single nation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed within that nation a messenger. Why? أَنِ اعْبُدُ اللَّهِ. So that people may end up worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah Rabbul Izzati wal Jalal just does in fact wish for people to worship Him, right? But it's people who make choices that lead them in other direction. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا. When these ayat of mine are recited upon the people, and notice He says, وَإِذَا, and we said this has within this word a feeling of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala almost longing for the verses to be recited. And then Allah uses a fi'l, a verb, which happens to be the future tense. And the word, all verbs which are future tense, they have within this connotation of recurrence. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't wish for the ayat to be recited upon the world and humanity once. Rather, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hopes for it to occur again and again and again and again. And that is the hope from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent messengers, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala legislated da'wah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed us to spread the call as well, and encouraged us to spread the call, just what we're doing right now as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when these verses of mine are recited upon them, bayyinat, which are absolutely clear. You see, verses which are clear, their clarity should be enough of a reason for them to accept these verses. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't just send ayat, signs, because the word ayah literally means a sign. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't just send verses of the Qur'an which are ayat, which are signs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made these signs very clear as well. Bayyinat, even though they are signs, even though they happen to be clear, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Even though they're clear and they're signs, those people who disbelieve, they continue to disbelieve. قَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Those people who disbelieved will say, لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. For those people who are believers, they will say to those people who are believers, أَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ خَيْرٌ مَقَامًا وَأَحْسَنُ نَدِيًّا. Which one of the two groups happens to be خَيْرٌ مَقَامًا, happens to have a better house, happens to have a better station, happens to have a better place within this life, وَأَحْسَنُ نَدِيًّا, and also happens to have a better social circle as well, right? Those are the two things that people always boast about. They boast about their houses, and they boast about the people that they live with as well, and the people that they hang with as well, and the people, in certain cultures they would say, the people that they roll with as well, right? So those are the two types of things that people always boast about. My neighborhood, my house, the way my car is, and so on and so forth. Specifically the house. Now if you happen to be very wealthy, then not only are you going to be boasting about your house, you're also going to be boasting about, in addition to the neighborhood and the house and so forth, you're going to be boasting about the type of furniture you were able to place within the house as well, right? So people may be living on the same street, and people may have the same house, meaning it's the same size, right? But one of them looks beautiful and the other one doesn't look very beautiful. So keep that in mind, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to capitalize on that reality. These people are saying what? That our station is very good, our house is very good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to capitalize on this meaning that they happen to be saying, and go a step further and talk about the furniture they're in as well. So they're saying that we happen to have a better house, we happen to have a better social circle, and we happen to have a better social affiliation. We are from the aristocracy of our society. So how dare you think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will actually make us people who are lowly and crude, who are not really served in the hereafter, and who might end up going into the hellfire. That right there happens to be flawed logic according to them, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, listen to this. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا قَبْلَهُمْ مِنْ قَرْنٍ هُمْ أَحْسَنُ أَثَاثًا وَرِئْيًا. How many people and how many groups and how many nations did we end up literally demolishing and taking apart and destroying, who used to be more better than you people, O people of Quraysh, who used to be better than you as well in terms of the athath, in terms of the furniture. Remember they were talking about their houses, right? And as I said, a person could be on the same street and they have the same size house, but 10 years down the road, one of the houses looks beautiful because the person that owns this place had the money to continuously develop and restructure the house, so it became a beautiful, nice looking place. Whereas 10 years later, another house that was owned by a person who was not so wealthy, even though it's the same size, it starts to become, really old and rusty and crusty and so on and so forth, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you think you got good houses? There were people who had good furniture as well, in addition to those houses. There were people who had the money to end up maintaining and keeping this house in a clean way as well. They were better than you in furniture, and they were better than you in looks as well. وَرِئِيَا. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was able to destroy all of them. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala destroyed all of them, what are you so boastful about? What makes you think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not do the same to you? What makes you think that Allah Rabbul Izzati wal Jalal is not going to be able to hold you to account? What makes you think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to grasp, not going to, basically destroy you when it comes to your attitude?